Good morning, world. Little Shane here. Well, just a little quick update. I haven't been going to the gym that much this week. I only went once, actually. Pardon me. That's not to say I haven't been working out. I've been walking daily with my walking buddy at work. I was doing my forms at home. I've been even lifting light weights at home. So I have been doing a workout. It's just that I couldn't get to the gym due to various appointments. One I told you about the other day was taking Girly to immigration to get her permanent residency. Yay! Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. Overtime's back, so I'll be doing that again. Love me some overtime. So that's great. I'll be working. I'm working tomorrow, and then I'll be working 3 days next week. Next Thursday is my laser eye surgery, where they'll be doing some repairs on my retina in my left eye. Pretty sure that's going to be a big ball of suck, but it needs to be done. I want to keep what vision I have, and that's the way to do it, so that's what I got to do. Like I said, it's going to be a short one this week, today. For those of you who are looking for the Family Life comic that I have on Facebook, again, sorry, been busy, been crazy this week. It will be up by Sunday at the latest. It's just a short, cute one. I just gotta, dot some I's and cross some T's and, get it all done. I had a couple questions about that actually, and I will answer it right now. I think I've mentioned it before. No, I am not hand drawing those comics. There is a program called CompiPro, something like that. I'm terrible pronouncing names like that, man. I suck. But it's a manga drawer, and it gives you all these different things, and you know, hundreds of backgrounds, hundreds of items, you know, hundreds of different faces, people, body types. Well, not so much body types. There's only like two body types, thin and one fat guy. So that's kind of disappointing in that aspect. But it gives you a variety of choices to create your own people. Does that mean I'm not working hard on it? Oh no, it took me a long time to piece together each person in that thing. Now you can save your creations, like Eleanor and Cassandra's manga character have been permanently saved. Girly's manga character has been permanently saved. For my upcoming cartoon, those characters have been firmly saved. So yes, that does cut down on some of the work, thankfully. But no, there's a lot of time and effort I got to put into it. And then there's writing it. Right now, I know it's simple to write. You may think, oh, it's easy to write a little tiny, 6-panel comic, and maybe for you it is. But there's at least 2-3 rewrites in the process for me. I don't just throw it out there and be done with it. I write it on paper first, like the dialect. I don't draw nothing. But what I do is I'll write it down, and I'll say like panel 1, and then I'll give a brief description of what I kind of want the panel to look like. Okay, and that's all written down. Like I'll say, oh, I'll take a dreamy background, and because it's not. The funny thing is, there is tons of school backgrounds, business backgrounds, but there's no interior home backgrounds. So when I do the home thing, I kind of like to do the mood of the skit. Like for example, I use what's called a dreamy background for the last comic because my character was basically daydreaming and not paying attention to what his wife was saying. For the comic called Try to Ignore Me, I used what's called like the sleepy background as well. It was a different one, and that's because Eleanor's trying to go to bed, right? Trying to take a nap on the couch, and her sister's not having it. And for tag, I use an outdoor background because you play tag outdoors. So like I said, there's dozens, if not hundreds, of backgrounds to choose from. and I do the best I can with what I got to work with. I always like being creative. I cannot draw, and I'm trying to teach myself how to draw just for the sake of learning. But I think my vision is always going to be a little bit of a hindrance for me, and maybe that's just my mental block. I mean, maybe there are some guys out there who have terrible eyesight that can draw a storm, and if they exist, great. And if you do exist, reach out. I'd love to pick your brain. And then there's also natural talent. I don't think I have a natural talent to draw. I think it's just something I would have to work at. But I'm enjoying the program, and I'm certainly not trying to pass it off as 100% mine. The tools it's a tool, and I use the tools to create things that are 100% mine, given what I have to work with. But I will certainly never say I draw it. So, I hope that answers some of the questions out there I got. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact me. My contact information will be in the description down below, and I'd be happy to discuss anything. What else is there? Oh, this upcoming weekend is going to be, it's going to be busy for me. I'm working overtime on Saturday. I usually don't work overtime on Saturdays, but I had to miss Wednesday for go to immigration. And so when they offered overtime, I took it to make up for those hours. I mean, may as well, right? Cassandra and a lot of the children that are in the Filipino community who were in the dance in the summer, who danced at the gala, are being taken to Magic Mountain. So that is going to be a blast for them, and I'm glad for that. Eleanor and I will have the day to ourselves. So I'm thinking about showing her some Clint Eastwood. Show her the God among men. But I'm not sure what we're going to do after I get back from work. But I'm sure we'll come up with something. Well, that's about it for the update. Now, last week I missed the joke of the week. So, here it comes. All right, are you ready? All right. A married couple have been together for a long time. And, they're waking up in a dozy haze at 7 a.m. And the wife knows that she has a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. But it's her day off, and she doesn't want to get out of bed, so she looks over at her husband and says, "Oh, honey, I got a doctor's appointment. I really don't want to go." So the husband, in his groggy voice, goes, "Just call in sick, dear." Huh? I know, lame, but come on, it's cute. Last but not least, I've still been drinking my ginger tea, my ginger, lemon, and honey tea. I do not know if it's helping my weight loss or not. I haven't weighed myself lately. I do notice that my pants are starting to fall down, so that's great. Not at the right times, obviously. Usually it's at work when I'm just walking around minding my business. I have to start pulling those suckers up. I don't want those to drop to my knees again. But I don't know if that's helping or if it's the fact that I'm eating right and working out. I can't say for certain. But I'm sticking to it. It's not hurting me, and I kind of got accustomed to the taste. I prefer cold. I like iced ginger, honey lemon tea. Go figure. Anyway, until next time, remember, you can do it, and you're worth it.